All right, Rocky and I are out here moving the cows. So I'm going to show you what we're moving them into and from. We gave them probably, the triangle there to that water tank. Over to there, I don't know, it's probably an acre. We'll go with an acre, maybe an acre and a half. Anyhow, it's what they've been on for 7 days, something like that. I think they probably had 4 acres of it, something like that. Anyway, the point being, this is what it is, and a lot of it is Johnsongrass, and a lot of it is Johnsongrass that's less than 24 inches. In fact, thank you, Rocky. Rocky's probably, I don't know, he's probably 16 inches tall, 6 months old. A lot of these are probably, yeah, well, about 16 inches tall. Some of them shorter, some of it's a little taller, but none of them are 18 to 24, and most of them are probably around 12. We haven't had rain in over a week, and I know there's a risk for the prussic acid in Johnsongrass. I get it. I'm not saying this won't kill my cows, but it's what they've been grazing for over a week. But there's also other things in there. There's ryegrass, perennial rye, annual rye, whatever. There's fescue, a little bit of orchard grass. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then there's some other stuff. There's some vetch. I really don't know what kind of vetch that is, but it's vetch. They seem to like it. I didn't plant any of this. It comes up on its own every year. Just starting with the spring flush. So everything's just now starting to grow. We may get some rain tomorrow. If we do, this will probably look a little different in a few days, but it's decent. The cows are doing pretty good on it. So I'm just documenting what they are eating. And again, I know there's dangers with Johnsongrass when it's that short, when it's drought stressed, and all that good stuff, which we're not in a drought, but it hasn't rained in a while. It's not wilting or anything like that. But I was scared, honestly, when I put them out here. But you can see that one doesn't look that great. This Johnsongrass is probably, that one's probably 18. A lot of vetch and fescue and ryegrass. But again, my question was, how much of other forages, and does that make a difference, you know, when they're eating other things than Johnsongrass? And what I read was it can add to the problems, because the Johnsongrass can, I guess, distribute the acid to the other plants. I don't know, maybe. But I was in a point where I needed to move them, and through faith, I said, all right, we're gonna do it. I did it last year. I did have a few of them that were breathing kind of heavy, but this is in an area, the first run where they're at, which is the first, second, and third run between that fence and the road. It's the first, second, third run. And the way I have to do the fence, I'll swing back around here. There's not a lot of shade. The cross fence is where that big pine's at. You see that smaller tree, and then the next tree. That's where the fence line's at, so there's not a lot of shade. So I don't know if last year the panting and everything that I saw was heat related due to lack of shade, or if it was actually the prussic acid buildup and they were suffocating a little. Could have been. Had nothing die, luckily, thankfully. Rocky, what in the world is going on with you? If you quit eating grass, you probably quit gagging. That's probably the prussic acid, I guess, because he's eating Johnsongrass. I guess he's missing something in his diet that he needs, I guess. Anyhow, everything went well last year, but I did notice that. This year, have not noticed it near as much. When I put them out here, it was a similar time of the year, but it was a little cooler. There have been some days in the mid 80s, even upper 80s. And, you know, they were kind of moving around in a herd together, kind of using each other as a shade. But nothing crazy. Didn't really see the panting or whatever you want to call it. Panting, I guess, is the correct way to say that. The calves are doing well. Big cows, small cows, whatever. So anyway, just document it. We're gonna keep moving, and if anything changes, I'll update. Keep growing. Right, before we got out of here, I just want to show you a close-up of the cows from the other angle over near the water trailer and how they're doing. They're in really good condition coming out of the winter. So I'm pleased with that for sure. Mama there is wondering why her baby's running around crazy. Rocky's pretty much doing the same. Atta boy. One day I'll turn him on him when he needs to, but not yet. What do you think about that? One day? Hey. Rocky. Hey.